finish risers arrived, so I've started now on that outer track. I think I'll have a little tunnel there to get through to the back, and it'll just work out there from that level crossing. I've had to put a little bit of more riser on there just to lift it up so they're high enough to get the vehicles under. But yeah, I'm just thinking that's about right. I've put a little bit of plyboard there for my bridge, and I shall use these bridge sides to go on there. I've got to do it all with mod rock, of course, and all that groundwork has to be done. My other roll of cork, yes, so I can continue. You can see I got that far with it, so I'll bring that all the way around, and then of course put my mod rock up to face it. So yeah, I've got a stage further. Still a mess like, but back end of this week I think we'll see. It's Sunday today and it's been rained again this morning, so I've done a little bit more. It's dry now, so I might have to go for a walk. I'll be pressured into going for a walk this afternoon. But, I think by the end of this week we should be able to see daylight, as they say. Right, I'll continue. We'll have seen me do this in the past, but what I do for me up the side of the incline for the banking, I just get newspaper and chew it up a bit, tear it up, and then dampen it. You can dampen it with just put water or a bit of PVA mixed in, and then just push it up to the sides there, and then you get your mod rock, which is that plaster bandage what you get around your arm when you break it. I cut them into strips and then put it over. I'll just do a couple for you. A bit awkward to show when I'm trying to get in front of the camera, but I cut them into strips about that long, maybe even shorter than that, and just dip them in the water. As you can see, I've got a pan there, it's full of water. And then you come out with a wet piece of your cloth, and then just bang it over. And there we go. I'm going to need a strip and a half add for each side. You can also put a little bit of plaster of Paris over then if you want. I've got a bag of that as well, just to finish off with. I'm not sure you're doing it all, but that's I know a lot of you seen me do it before, but there's some that's new to the game. It may be a bit of help. Right, I'll continue with that and then we'll show you when it's done. That's that bit done now. All I've got to do then is, of course, is to paint it, grass it, put a bit of turf down, etc, etc. There's a bit I did down at the other end as well, but it just finishes it off, a nice bit of banking then. I've done this end all the way down here now. I'll say when I get it painted and then grassed, it'll look alright. Right, I'll continue again. I'll go a bit further. Still a long way to go, of course, but I told you there won't be much change in the buildings, apart from I'm trying to put them all towards the back. But the main thing is I've got this incline done now, which is just 1 inch. I did just run a loco around this morning just to see if it ran okay, and yep, no problem. The main thing is, of course, is to run half a dozen, which you get different ones, don't always like the same track. Hopefully it'll look alright when we've done. As you can see, I've managed to use one of the suspension bridges and I've kept that low. It's to be levelled out yet. I'll have a support underneath there just whilst the glue's setting for that track. That's it. I know it's a mess, but I'll see what it's like come weekend when I've got a bit further. Well, it's been a bit too warm this last few days for working up here, but I just thought I'd show you how far I've got now. Track work's more or less done. There's a lot of scenics to do, of course, but I've got these way now. I've just used one of the bridges there, and it's only going to one. The gradient is just 1 inch high, so it's not a problem anymore now. I've got my curves nice and steady there, and they're going round. It's just down at the I know there's all the paintwork to do and what have you, because it's when you've been using that plaster of Paris, that's just it gets everywhere, doesn't it? But as I say, I should be keeping a lot of it as it was. There's all that banging to do. I sort something out there. I've just come down a bit. I've kept my lake, of course, and I've made a road bridge over the back there. I'm going to make the road to go up to it from this end. But down here, I'll just show you. See, I've got the rollering up there and over the bridge, road bridge. It's okay. Only thing is, I've not set these down, these buildings, but it's too flat. You know, it looks. I'll make some suggestions if you like for me, but it all looks too flat. I'm thinking I'm going to have to do some sort of banking at the back there or something. But I think I'll sit on it for a few days now and decide what I'm going to do. But I think the track work more or less is done. The only other thing I thought of was, I know that the canal don't look right and what have you. There's water to do anyway, but I just wondered about bringing that further back around here and joining it up to the lake up there. But again, I'd have to move all this track on here then somehow. But we'll see what comes up. But you can see now, it nice steady curves around here. I'm quite happy with that. You like them to just, I know they look a nice long one on a straight, but you like to have a slight curve in it. It just gives you that bit more, shall we say, looking surreal. Got stuff all over, as I say, I have a lot to do. But it's just a little, very slight incline, that 1 inch high now, no problem at all. I didn't have a problem with it before, but it just didn't look right. And when they're going down the other side, there was a lot of pushing and shoving, as you might say, with the weight going down. But that's no problem, that, no. We'll give it another week or a fortnight and decide what we're going to do about all this lot at the back here.